Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Hampton Classic, Land Rover, Longines, and FTI, it's a pleasure to welcome all of you to one of the more exciting moments of the year when we honor the top finishers of our $250,000 Hampton Classic Grand Prix presented by Land Rover. We want to thank FTI for hosting us here today in this beautiful chalet. And with that, I would like to introduce our honorees. First, at the far end, our course designer, who did yet again another brilliant job, and I know the three of you agree, Guilherme George. Next to, that's okay, he deserves applause. I know Kevin thinks so. In just a moment, we'll take some questions for our riders and Guilherme. And when you have a question, please raise your hand. Raina will bring you the microphone. It helps everybody understand the answers if everyone hears the questions. But first, I would like to introduce someone who would like to offer congratulations to our riders. Our presenting sponsor here today was Land Rover, and representing Land Rover, Mr. Michael Levitan. And I should mention before Michael takes the mic that Land Rover has been a sponsor of the Hampton Classic for 27 years, one of our longest standing partners, and we thank you, Michael.
On behalf of Land Rover and our entire group here on Long Island, I'd like to congratulate Kevin, the rest of the riders. We love this event. We wouldn't think of doing anything else here this time of the year. For us, it's really special to be here, and it's an honor for us to give this presentation. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Michael. We can appreciate your continued and long-standing support of the Hampton Classic. So with that, we are ready for if anybody has any questions. If you raise your hand, Raina will bring you the mic, and Ann, you can start us off.
So, Kevin, you kind of started off the day with not such a great ride. Can you talk a little bit about how that happened and then leading up to
any of you who were here first thing this morning, I was the first horse in the ring on the 8-year-olds and ended up getting dumped in the water and covered from head to toe with blue water. So it was a great start to the day. But that's the sport of show jumping. It's a very humbling sport. You can be on top of the game 1 minute and you can be in the middle of the water the next minute. But my second horse, my 7-year-old, came in and gave me a bit of confidence, jumped really well. So at least I wasn't going from getting dumped into the water right into the Grand Prix.
And is that how you lost the button on your show coat?
No, I actually had to, my other jacket got destroyed, so I had to run and grab my spare jacket and realized it was missing a button.
So you said this was your horse's first meter 60?
Yes, I've sort of been building her. My plan actually was to do Mark Q here today, and then I jumped my mare on Friday. She had 2 down, but she was almost too brave, and I thought, okay, you're ready to step up to the plate now. If you want to be that brave, let's step up, and she was ready for it. It worked out well. She's been jumping really well. She won a Grand Prix a few weeks ago up in Silver Oak, and I didn't have anything to lose if she went in and had a couple down today. You know, she's coming to the end of the summer. She's only 9, sort of building her up all summer.
And when you say she's too brave, do you think the rails from the class you did were?
Yeah, well, she was strong and sort of pulling me a little bit deep on Friday. And it was a little bit my own fault. My strategy backfired. I thought, okay, she's coming off a Grand Prix win. She'll be confident. I underestimated how confident she would be. So she was just really wanted to take over a little bit, you know.
And did that affect how you rode the first round today?
I got her a little quieter today. I worked her a little harder yesterday. I did a bridle change. I had more on.
And how did she feel in there in the first?
She felt fantastic today. She's a very sensitive mare. She's all mare. So, you know, you go one hole tighter with the noseband or one hole tighter with the curb chain, and if she doesn't like it, she lets you know about it. So this morning it probably took us 20 minutes to just get the right formula, and I felt like we got it going in the ring.
And so, after you watched the first two go, did you feel like they left the door open for you, and did that change anything for you?
It for sure. I knew if I wanted to go fast enough, add one down, that I'd maybe be a bit faster than Richie, and then with having two down, it definitely made the odds a little more in my favor. She's naturally a fast mare, so without even having to really try, I can be pretty fast.
So this morning we were looking at the standings for the Longines Rider Challenge, and we knew there were only two candidates left, Dara Kenny and Richie. And Richie, you needed to finish in the top four. So were you kind of, beyond the norm of watching what happens, looking to have rails go down and no more than four in the jump off?
Yeah, I think I didn't really miss anyone going the first round, and it was nice to be going into the jump off with just four in there rather than just having to try.
And put that thought aside, knowing another, I say another because you've won a few of these Longines watches here now at the Hampton Classic.
Yeah, I have, yeah. No, it was great, as I said. We've had a great week, and it was nice to top it off with the bonus. So.
Anybody else? Well, this was a week that it seemed every single day what we were hearing was Ireland, Ireland, Ireland. Dara, of course, had a great week. Richie had a great week. Shane and Ronan right down the line. And it's a pleasure at this time to congratulate the three of you and have the championship of this year's Hampton Classic Grand Prix presented by Land Rover go to a rider from Ireland, Kevin Babington.
Kevin Babington, you close out the show. Yeah, I tell you what, we were talking about your mare the whole time. She really rose to the occasion. We want to say a big congratulations here. This is the way to send us out at the Hampton Classic. What a day. Congratulations. And from all of us here at the Hampton Classic for WVVH, I'm Scott Evans. And with the winner of the week, Kevin Babington, he led the Irish Brigade, and they sure showed us how to do it this week. So for now, it's so long from the Hampton Classic. We'll be here next year. Not to miss us again. So long.